Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Peter Gardner and this is Gardenering. We are focused on the Nessie DIY kit today. This is a kit that I make myself, stuffed animal that I invented myself, the Sock Ness Monster. This is an example of the Sock Ness Monster. Pretty cute, I think. Here's another one. This one's a little tubby. It's real cute. Short tail. I think this is the first one I ever made. It's a work glove. And then we got these two. This one's trying to look back over his shoulder. No, that's his tail. He's trying to look back over his shoulder. um, and this guy's cute too. He's a little silly looking, but I like him. So these Nessie DIY kits are available for sale on my website gardenering.com. If you'd like to buy one and then do it along with the directions, that can be lots of fun. This is a slightly more difficult kit than the Glove-to-Puss kit. I would say it is of medium complexity. Maybe, yeah, medium complexity. Probably takes an hour to do. So why don't we open up the kit and see what's in there? This one's already opened. Okay, you get a glove. Embroidery floss, sewing thread, and a child-friendly needle. Enough stuffing. And a directions brochure that has all the instructions to make a Glove-to-Puss. So I'm just going to put these instructions up here, and we'll get started. So the first thing it says to do is to cut off the fingers. So one of the things we do is we cut about an inch and a half off each finger. These instructions are always getting more and more complicated. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to make the tail come down here. So now I can get the full length on the pinky, which makes it a lot easier to sew. So we got our flippers. Now we turn the glove inside out. I forgot that we have to mark on the inside for the rest of these, so I'm going to do that mark again. This is going to come down. Okay. So that means the body's going to come up like this. Okay, so I'm getting ready to sew the body shape and then the tail. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to sew both of them, and then I'm going to cut the tail out, and then the rest will be the body. Whatever's left over will be on the body. Okay, so I sewed the line for the tail coming down from the open pinky. Um, I cut off the tail. So now we're going to stuff the body. So okay, so now it's filled up. We're going to stuff the. We're going to put the wrist into the body to hide it, and then we're going to sew the hole shut. So now we're going to sew this hole shut. See how I kind of got it like a curve? It's kind of even where the bottom needs to be. And I just do kind of a whip stitch, which goes in one side, out the other. All right, so I've sewn that shut, and now we're going to move on to the tail, attaching the tail. Going to turn it back inside out again, or outside out again. Okay, so the first step, what you do is you're gonna fold over the edges, and we're gonna sew this thing shut. It's an extra step, but it's worth it. So it's just a simple. Okay, so I have all the fuzzles pushed in, and now I'm just going to use a whip stitch, whip right through there. All right, there we go. We got the tail on. Okay, so now what we're going to do. Okay, so now we're going to start working on the flippers, but the first, so for the back flippers, you stuff them, and then you sew them shut like I sewed the tail shut, and then you apply them, and then you sew them onto the Nessie like I did with the tail. So, like I said, you fold the cut, you stuff lightly, and then you fold the the cut edges over, and you sew it shut. All right. So in this next step, what we're gonna do is we're going to turn these inside out and take a little curve, and that's gonna help us shape the flipper so it has a little curve to it. Okay, so now I'm going to start sewing on the flippers. All right, here we are. We're all done. We're all done with Nessie. This is what she looks like. Isn't she cute? I'm going to give her some eyes, I think. I have some nice blue embroidery floss right over here. Okay, so what I did was I tied a knot that was kind of big, and I'm going to use that for one of Nessie's eyes. So see, that just goes right there. And then I'm going to build up a knot right here on the other side to be the other eye. All right, and then I'm just going to cut this off right as close to the knot as I can. And I don't know, maybe that wasn't the best way to do it. Maybe there's a better way, but I think it's pretty cute.
Oh, look, hi. Hi, I'm a little guy. Oh, hello, 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 hello. Who's there? Okay.
Well, I'm going to call this kit complete. This is the result. The recording time was about an hour and a half, but I was going slow and not, not the most diligent. But I think it looks great. Super fun. Now I guess I'm gonna take off, but before I do, I would just like to ask you, please, if you have found some value in this video, please hit like and subscribe. Thank you for coming.